Welcome back. In continuation of our Python programming series, we'll be considering the input function. Before now, we'll be printing different statements into the console, but how can you accept input from the user? How do you give prompts to the user to pass inputs to the program so that you can work with the input in your coding? Alright, so to do that, you use the input keyword. Just like in printing to the console that you use print, for taking input from the user, you use the input keyword. So you have the input keyword followed by brackets, and then inside of the brackets, you are going to pass whatever prompt you want to pass to the user. So you can say, what is your name? This prompt will be passed to the user, and then it's going to allow the user to provide inputs. You can run this. Alright, so you can see in our terminal, we have the prompt, what is your name? And if you take a closer look into the terminal, you see that the process is still running, unlike the other time. If you consider printing to the console, let's comment this out. Let's comment this out. Let's run this. So, okay, let me kill this terminal so that we have a better look. If you run this now, as you can see, the process has been exited. We have hello world printed to the console, and after the hello world, then the process is exited, and then you have this line showing the folder that is containing the file. But for input, for user input, we can close this. For user input, the process will not be exited. So the process is still running until the user provides the input. So after the user provides the input, then the process will be exited. We have the prompt given to the user, so the user can pass whatever name he or she likes. So we can say James. The user pass James. So after the input, then the process is now exited. That means the code has been completely executed. Another thing that we should take note of is that you can pass a function inside of another function. Just like here we have the input function, you can also pass this input function inside of a print function. So for example, you can say print, and inside of the print, you can say input. So inside of the input, you pass the prompt you want to pass to the user. So you can say, what is your name? What is your name? So in this line now, we are passing the input function inside of the print function. If you run this command now, so it's going to ask the user, what is your name? So whatever the user provides, then the provided input is going to be printed into the console. Alright, so the input function asks the user, what is your name? The user provides the name of John, and by providing the name of John, John is being printed. So as you can see here, we are embedding one function inside of another function. You can make this to look more pretty. You can say, you can duplicate this. Let's comment this out so you have that for reference. So here you can say, you can have a string here. Your name is, then we use string concatenation. Now we save that and we run it. So at first, let's kill this so you can see this properly. At first, the user is going to have the prompt of what is your name from this input function. So the user can say, my name is John, and by providing that input, then the provided bar value from the user will be concatenated with this string. So we have, your name is John. You can embed multiple functions inside of the same function. So here we have this function inside of this. Then we can also have another one. You can say plus. So we have another input. Then you can say, what is your hobby? And then we can make this to look more complicated by saying, okay, we have another string here. Your name is whatever name the user provides. So we have this, and then you you love doing this. So we are going to have space here, and after the space, so we're going to concatenate this with this, and after the user B, I'm going to have full stop, or we can say exclamation. So concatenate this also. Alright, so you can see we are embedding two input functions inside of a single print function. If you run this now, let's skip this so you see it properly. So at first, the user is going to be prompted with the prompt of what is your name, which is the first input function there. So whatever name the user provides, the user can say, my name is John. John is a popular name, as in John Doe. So my name is John. Then the user is going to be provided with this prompt to, what is your hobby? So John can say he loves, his hobby is writing. Okay. So you have the output to be, your name is John, and then you love, the provided hobby will be added to this. So your name is John, and you love writing. So that is how you embed one function inside of another function. Alright, so that's that for this video. I will see you in the next one.